ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to speak here today. I'm an MDOT employee, and I'm also the technical unit president of SEIU 517M. I've got 25 years in with MDOT. Before that, I worked for a consulting engineering firm. Before that, I worked for a city, and before that, I was an actual laborer. In my 25 years with the state, I've seen things change. We went from an organization at MDOT that handled pretty much all our own work. Now, we see a great majority of it consulted out. We're losing control of our public functions. We have consultants that we've outsourced projects to that are now looking at us as a cash cow. In 1997, consultant contracts were approximately 148, and they totaled $14,734,000. In 2013, we had 766 consulting contracts worth over $129 million. Gentlemen and ladies, this system is broken. We need a method that we can take fiscal responsibility for ourselves and for the other taxpayers. Because I look at it, that is my most important job. Not only am I a parent, which is very important, but I'm a citizen and I'm a taxpayer, just like everyone in this room. So we have to be fiscally responsible. We have to do what's necessary, whether it be monitoring consultant contracts or what your gentlemen do, monitoring contracts for all of the state of Michigan. We no longer hire consultants that work on a part-time or intermittent basis as in Schedule A. From now on, we've got consultants that work the same hours or more hours. I have a consultant in our office that works every day of the year other than holidays and their time off. So it's no longer the same situation as it was in the past. I've handed out some information that's based on a lead technician as myself. I'm considered a lead technician in MDOT. I make $26.67 an hour. Although I make that, I supervise and direct consultant employees that are making upwards of $39 an hour. That, gentlemen, is not a good use of taxpayer dollars. In the last 6 years, state employees in my class have got a $1.28 raise. In the meantime, the same consultants have got a $6.58 an hour raise. The total cost, with all their roll-ups and everything, has increased $28.45 in the last 6 years. How many more miles could we pave? How many potholes could we fix if we weren't spending the money in that fashion? Gentlemen, we've, in SEIU, put out a packet several years ago called the New Solutions, which brought to light many different things, the staffing levels, different aspects of government service. And now we have a website called Pure Michigan Waste. And as an MDOT employee and a taxpayer, I ask you to take a serious look at how we're doing business. Thank you.
Thank you. Elaborate a little bit more on, you said the system is broken. Can you elaborate a little more on those examples of why you say that?
I say that just simply because initially consultant contracts in MDOT specifically were let based on a level of expertise or a cost savings. When you have workers, like I said, at my level, and I'll use my level because I'm most familiar with it, obviously. When you've got guys that are making $39 an hour, when you're paying your state employees $26 an hour, as a business owner, as a person, I find that very offensive. Don't you normally look for the best deal? That's not the best deal. I mean, granted, there are times that a certain level of expertise is needed, and we welcome that. That's the best bang for our buck. But right now, we're not getting that.
And you say you supervise these employees. What control do you have over them?
Usually what happens in a construction project with MDOT is we'll be on a job, we'll be either doing survey work or testing concrete, whatever. By the consultant contracts, they are not allowed to make significant decisions. So they will approach an MDOT employee like myself to get that okay, to make sure that that is the right way to go about things.
If I look at your chart here, 2001, there were 920 contracts. In 2013, there were 766 contracts. So the number of contracts has gone down.
I did not put that chart together. My vice president in SEIU put that together. He is busy on the job today. He couldn't get away, so I'm filling in for him.
And it looks like the amount of contracts between 2001 and 2013, the amount has only gone up $800,000 in that span of time. So the problem that you're talking about existed back in 2001 also?
I'm sure it did, and obviously with road funding the way it is, right now we're in a situation, I just came back from Washington DC at a national convention, which is National Association of State Highway Transportation Unions. The Federal Highway Trust Fund will be broke before the end of the fiscal year. So obviously there are less jobs being let out, so that would probably be attributed to the fact that there were more consultant contracts during those years.
The consultants aren't the ones who build the roads, are they?
They do basically the same work that I do.
They're not the ones building.
They are not the actual contractors.
Are there any other questions or comments?
Just a comment, I think it would be instructional to hear the attitude toward this presentation and the rationale for this contracting from the leadership of the Michigan Department of Transportation.